Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about monitoring and cost estimation for your GenAI in Azure AI Foundry. Now, monitoring it's quite easy, and will be a very short video. So for monitoring, you can click on the monitoring option, and in here you have the dashboard with monitoring information. You can set the date. You can set the let's say the range of dates that you want to show the monitoring for. Then in here there is not that much information, so the monitoring that Azure AI Foundry is not, let's say, so complex, but the parameters that are given are quite useful. Number of requests, how many requests were coming from the outside, time to first byte, so how fast your system is, time to last byte, how slow your system is, and input versus output tokens. So, and these are some basic information, and you can also check it here based on your model deployment. So right now I'm checking it for my GPT-4 mini model, but and in this project, but you can change, and if you have other deployments, you can use those deployments. Now, so this is one way to check how your models are being used. Another one comes through this option, Azure Cost Management. So if I click on this, I'll have to sign in again. And then I will get to the cost analysis part of Azure. And in here you will be able to see actually how much cost did your model use incurred. And you can see it per model, per input tokens, per output tokens, per cache tokens. So you can see all these parameters, and in here you can nicely see what you have been spending. Now, one of the important things that you should probably do with your Azure AI Foundry is set some budgets, or set some constraints to how much your models can be used for. I'm saying this because, well, for example, you can see here my models did not, or I did not use them too much. For example, this was in the last month, I did not use them too much. But in certain cases, their usage can just explode. And the usage of these models can be quite unpredictable. So what I would suggest is that you just set the budgets yourself. Now, before setting the budgets, there is also something that very nice. So the accumulated cost. There are some really nice graphical visuals for this. So to see how which services were using the most resources and money, which location, which resource group name. So there are some nice visuals. But let's then go and see how to set the budget. So I will set the budget on my resource group. And the budgets can be set in the cost management part under the budgets option. So I say, okay, I want a new budget. Now, the budget needs a unique name, so it will be. Then, what is the reset period of the budget? What is the budget amount? For example, like this, and then in here you can see already what was the forecasted value and what was the actual cost. Yes, very nice. But what is also important is that you can also scope it. So you can add a filter. And what does it mean? Well, you can say, okay, now actually I don't want this budget to be used for everything. I just want it maybe for for a certain model. Yeah. So I will say, okay, here's the product, and then I say, okay, now for my Azure AI search. Well, no, this is free. Okay, no Azure AI search. Let's say one of these models, GPT-5 or mini input tokens. I will put the filter only on this one. So only, let's say, if the input tokens go over a certain budget, I will get information. Now, I did not really use this model, but that's up to the point. So anyway, this budget will now work only if this particular product goes over the amount. I say next, then I can say here, okay, I can also put the budget on actual cost or the forecasted cost. So let's say you can put the budget such that if actual usage goes over, let's say, 95%, then the budget alert will come, but the budget will still block the usage at the 100%. But you can also say, okay, yeah, okay, let's then you can say, okay, my forecasted cost will be 95% of the budget. So, for example, if you have to forecast the cost for a month that is expected, let's say it's beginning of the month and you are starting to use, or somebody starting to use your models quite intensely, then your budget will come, your budget alert will come, and then you will be able to see, okay, now this is probably something needs to change. Either we need to limit the usage, or we need to, assign more budget to it, etc. Anyway, for budget, indeed, you need to either to assign it to some action group, or put the email to be alerted, and then you click on. Also, you can put the language and say create, and then this will now make a budget. So very important. Although, as you saw, my costs do really look like nothing, but I had examples where I was using, let's say, some models for some kind of vibe coding, where the cost is really just jumped through the roof very, very fast. Okay, so that was this was a very short video about monitoring and cost for your Azure AI Foundry models. Thank you and goodbye.